Tim Jim, Billy Bug Entertainment, what's up? How's it going? Javon Films, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? He's ready for episode 4. What's going on, Emma? Woof woof, I see Oni? Is that what it says? Oni? Spoil it, please. Skeletons. What's going on, everybody? What's up, Jack? Adam? What episode are we up to? 4. 4. What's up, JM? Or 7? Julian? William? Leonardo? Rafa? What's going on? It shouldn't be up for another 30 minutes, guys. So, what's up, Evans Films? Yes, I have seen episode 4, Kid Truth. This is the last one that I will have seen, though. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Thanks, Evan Films. Appreciate that. Love y'all too. What time in Asia, like in PH, are they going to upload it? Ooh, I really don't know, man. I really don't know. Okay, what episode is out for now for the public? Tonight is 4. Adam, tonight is 4. Hey, Isaiah, happy birthday. People definitely care. Jerome, thank you for watching all my vids. Appreciate that. Emma, if you're nervous for this episode, ooh, you're in for a good surprise. But you'll probably be more nervous after. Ooh. Thanks, Adam. Appreciate that. Yeah. This I think is my favorite episode. It's really hard to say because I think they've all been great. But this, I don't want to overhype it, right? Because I don't want people to like think it's way up here, and if you think it's here, then you think it actually sucked, which can happen. Hey, Billy Bug, thanks for that super chat. It's a big episode. Yeah, it really kind of makes you. It's like a WTF moment, in all honesty. Like there's a few moments, where you're like, wow. A few actually, yeah. Dara Williams, I can't. You guys gotta be surprised. You gotta experience it for yourself. I can't ruin it. I can't ruin it for everybody. Jason, what's going on, man? Welcome back. Thanks for being here again. Beto, how long until it comes out? 27 minutes. Avigwe Achoja, most watch YouTube. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yes, 2 more episodes. I don't know if that's Al the Cat Gen or AI the Cat Gen, but oh dang, JM, I've had my wisdom teeth removed before too. I actually had the flu right now, kind of sucks. So hear me coughing a lot and sneezing. Sorry, I'll try to mute my mic the best I can. So, Jacob, what's going on? First of all, but second of all, so when we receive the episodes, I can't recall if they actually give us the titles for them. It's kind of interesting that you said that. Yeah, I don't. So people have asked this, and I can say it. Basically, because before people have asked like, well, how do you see all this ahead of time, right? How does like Disney, do you go into the studio, stuff like that? Like, yeah, sometimes that happens. Like sometimes they'll have specific screenings, but for the Disney Plus shows, they don't do that. They send out screeners. So how it works is they have a dedicated app, and it's controlled by, or the access is controlled by another app. So basically you log on the app and it says log on to the security app, get your access code, and that access code changes every like 60 seconds. So think of like Google Authenticator, I think is one of them, something like that, right? So it'll give you access code, and it'll change every 60 seconds. And you go back into the Disney app, and then you enter that code, and then it unlocks access. And once you watch it, it has your name in a watermark right across the screen, so that way if you screenshot something or record or something and put it out there, it's got your name on it. They're gonna sue you, etc., etc. Also, every time you log in to watch something, they make you sign a big giant contract that says you won't record it, you won't sue, etc. So yeah, Ray Mullins, hey, thanks for that super chat. This is my favorite episode. Um, and so when I got all 4 episodes, I like watched them all a few times, did my breakdowns like one by one. So I haven't actually seen this episode in quite a bit since I got it maybe a month ago. I just remember this. I just remember the feeling after this episode for me was like, one, I was shocked. Uh, Two, I was confused, and three, I was just like, this is awesome. Like, like this is just this show is so good. Like, hey Leon, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back. Um, what? Yeah, I don't know. I think Heba and for Ray for those who asked. And again for those joining, I'm kind of sick, so apologize. I'll try not to cough and stuff into the microphone. Um, but I think it was just the feeling that I was left with after this episode was so good. It was just like, I don't know. I just felt like this. I just remember after watching this show, this episode, I was like, what? This is amazing. Like, I don't know. It's just really cool. And like Victor Timely, you really get to see some cool, just like interactions. And I really think this series just pulls you in such a way to not only like pulls you in with like the mystery of like, hey, what's going on? Like I'm really wondering like what's gonna happen next, you know what I mean? Like, but it also just pulls you in by making you get so invested in these characters. Like OB, right, and Victor Timely, like after this episode, I think you're really invested in him and wondering what his future is. Can't give too much away. Um, but yeah, just the whole environment of Loki, what it is, I think is just done so well. From the, I've said this a bunch of times, like from the background music to, just the visuals of it to the dialogue between. The dialogue is something I truly enjoy about this, like the dialogue between Mobius and Loki, and yeah. Don't worry, Sean Taylor. We're not going into spoilers. We'll talk about that a little bit after. Few people asking if Obi is evil. I can make the case that he is evil, and it makes sense. Is the thing. So that doesn't necessarily make it true, right? I can make the case, and it can make sense because like there's actually a confusing part of this episode. There's a confusing line, and I'll explain after. I almost felt like it's a lie, like an intentional lie. We'll have to see in episode 5 or 6. But I do think Obi could definitely be bad. And I think if he's been there and he helped, he helped He Who Remains create it, you know, why wouldn't he be loyal to him? Right? Why wouldn't he be loyal to He Who Remains since he was there in the beginning? I mean, OB wrote the TVA guidebook for He Who Remains. Hello? There we go. Sorry. I don't know what happened. I think my headset died for a second. Hey, Benjamin. Thanks so much for that super chat. Nice to meet you as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi. Thank you. Trying to see if you said anything else, but thank you for that super chat. Great to meet you as well. Thanks for joining us live today. Thank you, everybody, joining us live today. The duration of this episode, let me see if I can pull up mine. Maybe I could tell you here. It wasn't short. Episode 4. About 48 minutes with the credits. A tiny bit over 48 minutes with the credits. So 43 minutes, right? 43 minutes. Well, yeah. Yeah, Loki season 2 is awesome, Alexis. Yeah. Mr. JJ, do you think Loki will start recruiting multiverse Avengers? Do you think Doctor Strange will be a big bad? Ooh, Doctor Strange be a big bad? Suffolk, England. I was there not too long ago. My last vacation, I was in Suffolk. My buddy and he lives somewhere in Suffolk, or he lived there, and then we went to Scotland, and then went back to his place. So greetings back. I don't think Doctor Strange is going to be a big bad. No. Will he cause some stuff to happen? Sure, but I don't think he's a big bad. Theme Park Shark, what's up? How's it going? Welcome. Tasha K, if the Marvels moves multiverse storyline, it should make it at least a little bit interesting. I do think I think the Marvel's going to be a lot better than people are expecting it to be. I really do. I really hope so, at least. Con Donahue, Warren, is there a post-credit scene in this episode? No, sorry, there's not. I wish there was, but the way this episode ends, yeah, I feel like I should be wearing my Miss Minutes hat. Can it go on top of the? Can't go on top. I'm afraid I might be able to hear. There we go. Miss Minutes hat. Boom. Boom. William Shaw, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Does this not come out? There we go. I think it's worth staying up for. Yeah, so Jason, I thought that as well. Because I saw some people saying, like, what if Rogue shows up? I was like, yeah, that would be crazy, and it would fit with the Captain Marvel storyline, right? So I don't really know much about that. So I don't want to really jump to the big speculations about that. Have I watched Kengan Ashura on Netflix, right? No, I have not. Is that a name? I don't even know what that is. I'm afraid. Oh, it's a manga series. Okay. No, I have not. Sorry, bud. No, it's not something I'm familiar with. Hey, Ethan, thanks for the super chat, and Ray, thank you again for that super chat. I wish I could tell you I had, buddy. No. Most of what I watch now, since I'm really busy. For those who don't know, I also run a K-pop channel, and I'm involved in the K-pop music industry. So I've been really busy lately. So my TV time is mostly consisted of rewatching comedies that I've already watched, because it's easy to not pay attention to in the background. So right now I'm Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory. Okay, Ethan, which upcoming title are you most excited for? Deadpool 3. Because I think that even if you took away everything that I've heard about it, everything that we've heard about it, the cameos and the multiverse stuff, the TVA, I think if you took away all that, we still have a story about Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine coming together. And I think them two combined with director Sean Levy, you can't miss. Like, I just feel like it's just going to be a fantastic movie. So Deadpool 3. And then you add everything else that we've heard on top of that, then it makes me super, super excited. So, yeah. Hey, there you go, Jason. I would also, Jason, if you could find their publicist as well and their manager. So they're it's really weird. Ever since I started working with Disney, Universal, these different studios, I've learned things. So an agent is different than a manager, and a publicist is also different than a manager and an agent as well. If you could find all three, I would email all three. But best of luck to you. Thank you, Zakaria. I think that's how you say that. Jose R. It's called My Name, Warren, and then XO. And then I hope run another one that's not personally mine. Yeah, for those wondering, Warren XO is one that I started on my own. It was for fun. I was just doing reactions for a long time, but now I'm actually producing content. And then I've been helping run a different K-pop channel that I can't say what it is because of contracts, but I've been helping run a big K-pop channel with over 1 million subscribers for a bit now. So, but if you want to support my personal K-pop channel that I hope one day could grow to 1 million subscribers, it's just Warren, WARRENXO. What's up, Barton Bagnus? How's it going? Alexis, do you think that the Marvels is going to bomb the box office? Yeah, sadly, I do. I don't want it to by any means. I think it's actually going to be a pretty good film. I really do. So, oh, hey, there you go. Thanks, Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson put a link in the chat. Yep, that's it. I didn't realize how pink it was. That's pretty pink. Oh my, like, everything I use in like the letter, the subtext in the videos and stuff is all pink. Oh yeah, Luna Snow. Yeah, she's certainly a character that I can't wait for them to adapt in the MCU at some point in time. I really hope they do, and they should, because K-pop is getting really big, just globally. So, is Miss Marvel's ending gonna have Deadpool or X-Men? Which one would you like to see more? I'd like to see Leon. I would like to see an X-Men cameo. For those who watched my video today, you heard my reasoning. I think if you had an X-Men cameo in the Marvels, whether that's at the end or a post-credit scene or something like that, I think that would really make people want to go see that movie, and I think it needs all the help it can get. You know, unfortunately, I think the Marvels can be a really great movie, and even if people said like, oh, it's actually a really great movie, I think there's still a lot of people out there that won't go watch it. So I think having an X-Men cameo in it would really benefit it, because I think it would make a lot of people want to go watch it, even if they knew who it was. Like, let's say it was Professor X, and people like, hey, Professor X shows up in Miss Marvel. And even if you know, like, I think people are still just, they're going to want to go see that even if they know what happens, right? So, yeah. Oh, guys, I think my chat's frozen. It is frozen. I don't know what to do here. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's moving super fast now. Oh, hold on. Okay, we're back. Make sure I didn't miss any supers. Cool. Sorry about that. I didn't even realize that at first. Boom. Okay. Hey, Farshad. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Evan Films. Do I think Iron Man's going to return? Yeah. Actually, there was some type of a rumor today. I can't remember when it came out. That said he might return before Secret Wars, which could be interesting. Very interesting. I'm thinking like Deadpool 3, but it's also making me wonder if there's going to be like another movie that he could possibly appear in, another multiverse film, maybe Doctor Strange 3, right? I mean, who knows what we're going to... I'm actually really excited for Doctor Strange 3. Who knows what we're going to see in that thing? Who knows? Evan Film, which MJ is my favorite? Yeah, Johnny, I am sick. Sorry to everybody else to listen to my hoarse voice today and me sniffle. I'm sorry. I mean, Kirsten Dunst. If you're talking movies, like, I always revert back to Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. You know, my favorite movie in Phase 4, I think, is Shang-Chi. Lejla Manjic, I think. Gotta say that. Hey, Taro, how's it going? Grace, I think it would be cool if they actually brought back Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. if they were willing to do that, but who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I have a feeling Doctor Strange 3 is going to be pretty great. What's my favorite Phase 5 movie? I mean, there hasn't... I'm trying to think of all the ones that have... Which ones are technically classified as Phase 5? Because yeah, I mean, we've only gotten 2 so far. So it's Guardian so far. But I'm looking, as far as what... It's probably going to be Deadpool 3, I'm assuming. It's going to be Deadpool 3, Oh, my voice is giving out, guys. I'm sorry. I see, Sean, I hope Brie Larson doesn't really leave, but, have you guys seen that clip from her? I can't remember who asked her. I think Variety or somebody is like, coming back for Captain Marvel 3, and she's like, does anybody want me back? Does anybody even want that? She's pretty snippy about it, but she's gotten a lot of hate for it, so I understand. So, yeah. Loki, Kang, and Morbius are timekeepers. If it ended like that, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I have seen this episode for those asking, and it's my favorite one. Oh, thank you, Hibba. My review of No Way Home was the best. Well, that was a movie that I was really, really looking forward to, and if you followed me back then, I post about Spider-Man No Way Home all the time, like almost every day. So let me I think I gotta pull this up in Chrome to be able to show part of it. Remember, I can't show all of it, but let's get this up. Make sure we're there. It is right there, first thing that shows up. Loki. Wait, what did it just say? Go back. Oh, I thought it said 6 p.m. Eastern time. I was like, that's not right. Pacific time. Okay, yeah, so still only 3 episodes up right now. No big deal. So we're gonna... Is this it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So at one point in time, we'll just do... I remember now, Mr. Anderson. Let's do a little stopwatch. And then boom, there it is. Cool. Okay. How many total episodes? There are 6, just like the first season. Dale, how excited are you to tell us all about this episode? 10. I really want to talk about a few parts. I don't want to say anything, but I think there's a lot to talk about after the episode. I really do. And I did an Indian Explain video for this. And then tomorrow I'll have a video about who I think the real villain is going to be. Ray Mullins, thanks for another super chat. Appreciate that. Do I think Invincible Season 2 will affect the way they do Sentry and Thunderbolts, considering he will be playing multiple versions of himself? I don't know. From what I've heard, he's going to be very comic accurate. And I don't know if, they're going to bring in, the Void and stuff like that. I've... With someone like Sentry, who's like Superman pretty much, right? I mean, I just wonder with Robert Reynolds, what the story is going to actually be. Let me change this real quick. What the story is going to be. Are they going to have, is he going to break into the lab? And is he going to get a super soldier serum, which makes sense because they're tying that to Thunderbolt Ross and everything like that. That makes a lot of sense, but I'm just wondering how he ties into the Thunderbolts specifically. Because they're not going to be able to take him on, right? So I'm just I hope it's a very long-term thing. And yeah, I wonder how they are going to kind of deal with his, all the stuff going on in his mind. And I wonder if, his memory is going to be erased from everybody. I just wonder how much they're going to stick to the comic story or adapt it to the MCU. But I don't think the Invincible Season 2 is going to affect it that much. I don't really think so. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Anderson, That's the whole thing, right? So I don't know how they're gonna tackle that. I almost feel like it's like a like almost envision like a Galactus Cloud from Fantastic Four movie, right? So, uh, and are they gonna go the route, you know, of him being erased from people's memories and stuff like that? So yeah, Ryan Bateman, I think so as well. I think he might be still working for He Who Remains. I think He Who Remains is gonna come back. Do I think Ultron's gonna come back, Ethan? I think some way, shape, or form. I think he could come back in Secret Wars. I think if we visited the 838 universe that had the Ultron bots, we might actually see a good Ultron. I don't know. So there's a few ways, but yeah, I think it is. Who's my favorite Spider-Man? Tobey Maguire. Let's see. Check this. Where's the command? Yeah. Gotcha. All right. Everything's set up on my end. Oh, hold on. Something's trying to open and close. Everything's set up on my end and is not released yet. We have 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Dang it. Every time I refresh, it shows season 1 first. And you see, like, all these episodes pile up. So, few more minutes. No, I don't think World War Hulk takes place in another universe. I just think it's going to be way different than the comics. Like, super different. I think it's going to, I think it's going to be a war of Hulks. Red Hulk, She-Hulk, you know what I mean? Something like that. All right, if you guys got to use the bathroom or do something, go do it now. The episode's about to start, and I'm so excited to talk about this episode after. I can't wait to hear all your thoughts, like, just come in. So, I can't wait. 2 minutes. All right. I'm going to have to pull up the chat on my phone because that's how I look up the chat when I stream, because I watch the show. And then oh, here it is. 1 minute, people. 1 minute. Oh, look, a Ryan Reynolds ad. Oh, yeah, Mr. Anderson. Like, the comic book story, like, we don't even have a main Illuminati in our universe right now. So there would be no, and there's no X-Men, right? There would be no Professor X Illuminati to want to send him off Earth to you know, protect Earth. And then, you know, he's already been to Sakaar, and he's already been, you know, the Gladiator Hulk and everything like that, right? He already has his son, who in the comics, you know, he thinks his son dies in the womb of his, you know, wife. And, you know, he's not going to stop on the moon to defeat Black Bolt before he goes back to Earth. You know, there's just... you just can't do the actual World War Hulk story. You can't. But maybe Sentry will be sort of a Hulk. All right, it's 7. Is it out? I see. Episode 4, Heart of the TVA, 51 minutes. Excuse me, but I am ready to start this. Here we go. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, you know what? That's coming from the speakers. We can't do that. Earphones. It's not coming through my headset, though. There it is. Okay. There we go. We're doing a recap right now. Until it's fact. This is where we're at right now. Just doing that recap. What's up, Malik? What's going on? Welcome, everybody. We're started. We're doing a recap. I'm actually a little bit behind this right now. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now we're lined up. Oh yeah, you find out what the secret is like immediately. So be watching. Here we go. The ominous noises, everything. Like, dude, it's so... They do such a good job with this show. That is loud, bro. Oh my gosh, that's loud. Alright, here we are. So they're basically starting off with Renslayer and Miss Minutes at the end of time here. Ooh, something you have to see. This is kind of cool how she does it too. I love that his dead body is just sitting there. Check this out. The scene's cool. So this is the secret. You'll find out right away. Always. Yeah, for sure, Jason. Aesthetically, this show's crazy good. I love that this scene is taking place. TVA awaits our command. Remember, he doesn't like partnerships. Yes, Alexa, this is the last one. Have not seen 5 or 6. No. Is it time? There it is. There it is. That's the secret. Boom. He said, I'm sorry. I mean, he did what he's got to do, right? Yeah, you helped win. She commanded Kang's army. Yep. She led the entire army for Kang. And now, of course, the two of them are saying they don't need him. I love the music for this, man. And now, Victor Timely at the TVA, everybody. The TVA. Oh, No, that's my chat. I need my chat right there. There we go. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, I want to know who fought in the first multiversal war, right? I want to know if there were variants of Iron Man, all these people, right? I mean, who knows? With the time travel all messing up, maybe the Secret Wars that already happened is the Secret Wars that's going to happen because we have, time's working kind of funky. Oh, hey, I'm live right now. I'm gonna jump out of Discord. I'll be back. My buddy jumped in Discord. How do I pull back up? There we go. Can you imagine this guy? Your whole like you're at the TVA. You time traveled. You walk through a magical door. People are trying to kill you. They're the good guys. Mobius. Unless they said something good about us, then it's true. I don't trust anyone. Yes, we're watching it, and Sylvie is here now. The effervescent colossal monster thing wants me. He does a really good job at playing this version of Kang, Victor Timely. Hello, everyone. Kyle, Timmy, welcome, everybody. It is out. We're watching it right now. Shadyocracy, yes, the best word of the year. Well, la-di-da. Oh, yeah, I forgot about her. Hmm. I forgot about this part. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right, Serena. Effervescent clock monster lady. So see, they are building a new version of the TVA, one where they don't prune, but I think eventually they're going to manage. What does it say? Loom unstable there. Hot, fresh coffee. Chocolate soup? Is that what it says? Then you're free to wander around. You got to solve this one problem. This part's really cool with OB. Look at him. Look how he in her OB. It's, you wrote the TVA handbook. I love this scene. Your work is based on his work, and his work is based on your work. I actually think this scene is a lie because we know that he who remains created the TVA, not Victor Timely. Could be another sign that OB could be a bad guy. Yeah, right, Jason. The way that they geek out about each other, though, I love it. Looks great, OB. When someone killed He Who Remains, Sylvie's like, "What up? That was me." OB, he says, "You ruined my life." Yeah, OB is a great character. Bigger. Sean, everybody's watching it at the same time, so everyone in here is watching it on their own screen, and we're all just watching it together. That's the whole point. He says Loki's gonna have to hoof it. It's a scale figure. He's like, this isn't me. This person needs to be super fast. Wait. Gosh, it's such a good character. Serena, I have thoughts on that. Let's wait till after this episode, though. Ask me again. It'll make more sense on the end of this episode. If anyone can... It's you and me. See, and this makes me think that maybe there's some sort of a plan to make Victor Timely He Who Remains, like you and me. Like, that's a shady kind of almost handshake there, right? Why are they showing us that? Is Obi bad? Oh, Con, it gets better. Oh, I like this part right here, too. Let Mobius get some pie. Gosh, people keep on Mobius about that. Leave the man alone. Everyone keeps attacking Mobius for not wanting to know his life, but I get what he said. He doesn't want to know if he had like an amazing life because that life's gone. He would just be sad. Although I do want him to ride a jet ski. Docs is not having it right now. A little bit, huh? I didn't know you knew that. That's funny. So first of all, Brad, dude, all Brad would have to say is, dude, Sylvie read my mind. She enchanted me and went into my mind and found out everything. I didn't give up anything. Great acting from her. Great acting from her. That little lip quiver, that was fantastic. I think so too, Teresa. She's she's playing to them. Mm. The only question is, what will Docs? What happens to Docs? What will she do? I actually told you, Mr. Anderson, if you recall. Oh, definitely, Jason. I definitely think He Who Remains is going to show up again. I think it could be a part of his plan. I really do. Ha! She ended up in the pie room. Oh, this is good. Good scene here. Good dialogue here. Pie land. Sylvie's so pissed. The silence, the tension. Oh, Thor. Thank you, Shidikyoyi. Appreciate that. Victor Timely, Casey, OB. It's good people to put faith in. We haven't found out who pruned Loki yet. Exactly. Exactly. The branch is still living, or because of the good people at the TVA. This scene is fantastic. Trying to fix what's broken. is hard. I love that line. Hope is hard. I love that so much. Gosh, the writing of this show is fantastic. Thanks, Akil. HD, I appreciate that. Yep. Then Loki takes control of the TVA. Mm-hmm. What else can you do? That's why Loki's gonna take over the TVA. Same, Mr. Anderson. It's up to... Oh. Playing gods. Playing God. We are gods. Love it. See, he's saying maybe it's up to us to do better than he who remains. That's why I think like Loki is eventually going to take over. Be he who remains. Gosh, this episode's it's such a good one. The dialogue. Oh, this part too. Crap. I forgot about this part. Guess who it is? This scene right here. And you, Miss Minutes. I'm working on myself. Not because of you're gone. Not because you're gone, Ravona. You stupid. Is that what you want? Oh, that's what Brad wants. That's what Brad wants. And then Miss Minutes fires up the machine. And look at that evil look in Miss Minutes' eyes, man. Good for you, Docs. Good for you, Docs. Bradley. She calls him Bradley. He can't even look at her. Knowing that all of us here would rather die than follow you out that door. Look how evil Miss Minutes looks. Miss Minutes is loving it. Your bones being smushed. Ooh. Dude, she just smushed them all. Yeah, Doc's turned. Doc's turned at the end. She understood. And Brad's a little punk. You little wimp. He's just doing whatever he can to survive. Meanwhile, the three geniuses here. Yeah, Damien, she just killed them all. She just done smushed them. You literally gotta hear their bones cracking. Hot. Little Mobius pick me up. For real, Tasha. Cool. You have a machine for that, for Coco. Dude really wants Coco. Good old D90 stepping up. And then B15 discovers the smushed bodies. Ugh. Can you imagine how that would look? Like just smushed, just like 20 smushed bodies. And she realizes Miss Minutes is back. The Conqueror, what up? Meanwhile, this dude's obsessed with hot cocoa. No, I insist. Have some cocoa. Have some cocoa. And he likes it. Bye, D90. This guy. This freaking pansy. This pansy. Yep, freaking Brad. Did you download unauthorized games again? No, I'm not going to make that mistake twice. It's Miss Minutes. Timely's not there anymore. Same, yeah, Jason. So Timely's gone. Miss Minutes is back, and Docs is dead. And the TVA is still falling apart. Need that temporal aura. Alina, there's some parts in here. It's not horror, but Miss Minutes really does relish in some people dying, and they die in a gruesome way that's off screen, but you kind of hear it. Oh, your girls are mad at you. You're both okay. Somebody just prune Brad already. It's a very small box. I love that line. Man, that's a good way to look at it, Tasha. Yeah. Yes, Elena. Yep, you spelled my name right. I don't. Shadikyu, I don't know what you mean about my Discord server. This has nothing to do with Discord. The inedible Hulk. Yep, that's the problem. I hate that clock. Yeah, the loom is collapsing. It hasn't like exploded yet, but that sounds like a noise you want to hear from farther away. I like that line. This music is so intense too. Yep, now we see the past Loki is in their present. Yeah, Tasha, that was. I mean, he had Hunter D90 with him, so they thought he'd be safe, you know, a trained hunter. But yeah, that's past Loki in the present time, in the future for him. Everyone's starting to realize what actually happens. And Loki all of a sudden realizes it too. Boom. I love this. This is so cool to see. It's like past, present, and future all in one time. Present for our main Loki, watching his past version appear in its future in his present time. And he realizes what has to be done. So cool. The way this is shot, the music. I gotta say, everybody who's been pruned, it does not look like it feels very good at all. I promise you this will make sense. Then the phone rings. Who's on the phone? It's Obi. Oh, this is important. Gotta kind of listen carefully. That prevent people from using magic at the TVA. So if they turn it off, then Loki and Sylvie can use magic. It's important. All right. Oh. Oh, Miss Minutes gets creepy here again, too. Mocking isn't necessary because she was glitching and stuttering. This part. Ooh, you'll never be him. Ooh, that hits hard. Zooming into the statues behind her. Ooh, that hits hard. And now Loki and Sylvie have magic. What do you say, X5? Fancy or rematch? The way Loki speaks. And there's Sylvie. Just pops his head in. Come here for a second. Come here. Oh. Got him. Time for you to return the favor. But Brad is still there. Like, geez, at the end of this all, Brad is just freaking still there. If they make an Iron Man 4, yes, I'll be excited for it. Just hit save. I feel like OB says that every time, like theoretically, and I haven't tested it. I think that's the first time when. Glad you're liking it, Serena. It's my favorite one so far. Welcome, he who remains. It says. Brad is a new Todd of the show. Yeah. He says, "Wait, it should be me." I don't think so, KB, but you never know. No time. Yeah, Aaron. Time to be brave. Time to be brave. We're still watching the ending. Nobody spoil it. Time to be brave. Go get him, Victor. Spaghettification. Dang. He's gone. He gone. And then it explodes. Boom. Mobius is like, what do we do? What do we do? And there you go. Crazy, huh? Crazy. I was so just not expecting that at all when I first watched it. I was like, I literally gasped. I was like, like, oh my gosh. Dara, because that's what they said happens on the first episode. When Mobius was gonna go out, he said, you know how like when you fall into a black hole, like your body turns into spaghetti. They even call it spaghettification. They have a word for it, and yeah, the temporal energy outside was too much, and his body couldn't take it. So yeah. I know, Lily. I wanted to tell everybody. Oh, right. But wasn't that just freaking awesome, though? What a great twist. What a great way. Like, a truly great twist that just makes you. So I was talking about, like, before. I was like, man, at the end, you just, like, you're in shock, but it's good. And it's like, yeah. But I have theories, and my video is about to come out about the theories. I could actually release that video right now. I can release it right when I get off the live chat. I'm a little sick, so I might cut it a little early today. But I see a few people have just posted their breakdown, so I'm going to wait a little bit. I'll wait a little bit. I don't think they have any machines or robots or anything like that, Byron. I don't think they have anything that could do that. It's funny, the TVA is like has like high tech but also like old tech stuff, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of funny. So want episode 5 now. Yeah, I know, man. I mean, but I think does this prove that Victor was actually good, right? So I think Loki's going to go back in time. I think Loki and Sylvie with He Who Remains as temp pad can go back in time. And I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think they're going to like die and he's going to wake up and like it's like a redo. I think they have to consciously remember that Sylvie's temp pad can go back in time since it is He Who Remains as temp pad, and they could leave and then try it again. I think that's, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's my theory. I think because if you recall in the first episode, when they're going over like everything and they're like, no, time travel isn't possible in the TVA. And Loki's like, no, I just did it. And then he says, well, she kicked me through a door that was opened by He Who Remains as temp pad. So maybe that's how. And I believe that to be true. I think He Who Remains as temp pad does work in the TVA because He Who Remains created the TVA. So I think his temp pad can actually go back in time. So I think they're going to use that temp pad and go back in time and try to do it differently. Because if you remember, there's a TV spot that says where Loki is like, goes up to OB and he's like, what could we have done differently? And there's also the TV spot where Loki's like, okay, this is going to be hard for you to understand, hard for me to explain again. And then, so that implies that he's going to go back in time, right? So I think that's what happened. I'm really glad everyone is liking this episode and is so as shocked as I was, because this was my favorite episode. And I'm so glad everybody else is, my chair. I'm so glad everybody else is really loving this as well. Let's go ahead. Rate it. Everybody rate it. Put it in the chat. What do you think? Out of 10. This was my favorite episode. And that ending was just like so unexpected. I just did not expect it at all. Yeah. Minovi's. Yeah. Phenomenal. Dara. Carlos. I know. I need it to be next. I need it to be next Thursday, man. 20. Oh, really? You got a 6 in there. Oh my gosh, they're coming in fast. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of hundreds, 10, 9, 10, 10 to million or something like that. 10 to 10, 20, 11, 7. A lot of comments. Yeah, a lot of people died in this episode, Damien. Yeah. A lot of people. Leon 9. Nice. Grogu 66. Grogu/Order 66. Oh, that's a username. Genuinely felt bad for Timely C. Sean. Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's good. Barton, I don't know any more spoilers. I've only seen episode 4. That's the last one I've seen, so I don't know what happens after this. Anything I say is just me theorizing now. I don't know. I don't know what happens. I think they go back in time and they keep failing until eventually they try to figure something out how to fix it, or maybe they can't. I don't know. Yeah, but no, Timely's dead, guys. Like, he turned into spaghetti. So unless they can figure out how to de-spaghettify somebody, that dude dead. Did Renslayer die? You know, I don't think so. I think she got sent to the, the void. That place kind of at the end of time as well, where we saw Loki go and everybody else go, you know what I mean? So I don't think she's dead. I think she's at that place. So yeah. McKenna Jane. I don't know if you're replying to somebody, but I don't know if somebody said that. But yeah, at one point, Obi explained, hey, if we restart the system, we're going to lose the safety procedures. And one of those is the thing that keeps people from using magic. So then that's why Sylvie and Loki were like, shut it off, so they could use magic again. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, what an episode though, right? This is great writing. Yeah, no, he's dead. And I think Obi lied, man. I think Obi might be bad because we know Victor Timely didn't create the TVA. We know that. We know He Who Remains created the TVA. They even showed us that at the beginning of this episode where Miss Minutes played like the flashback where Kang's like, thanks for helping me do everything. That was He Who Remains. That wasn't Timely, right? We know that Timely didn't create the TVA in the TVA handbook. We know that Obi, it doesn't make sense for Obi to say, oh, I learned everything from this 19th century scholar. We know He Who Remains was from the 31st century. He literally says that at the finale of Loki season 1. So I think that's a lie, man. I think Obi could be bad. I really do, man. I think Obi could be working with He Who Remains, try to get him back somehow. I think this is planned somehow, and I think I think it could be bad. Super Steve, he could be a version of Kang. Here's my only thing with that. Because I've heard, heavy spoilers, and Paul and MT over there, who, good buddies of mine, they said that he could be a variant, and I like that idea, but at the same time, why, if Obi was a Kang variant, then how come his temporal aura didn't work to unlock the system, right? They needed a variant of Kang, He Who Remains, to unlock the system. So that to me tells me that Obi is not a variant of Kang, but he probably worked with He Who Remains since the very beginning of the TVA, helped him build it, helped him with the tech. Therefore, I would think, if you've spent eons with somebody and you built something for them, and and it runs everything, why would you betray them, right? Just because some new people who you don't really know come along. So I feel like He Who Remains predicted everything and was like, hey, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is what you need to do, and this is going to bring me back, blah, 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 blah. So I think Obi could really be working with He Who Remains is trying to make a return. Tesla Majors is dead. That is funny. Malik the King. Tesla Majors. I love that people are calling him that. That's really funny. Yeah, so exactly, Leon. Yeah, she says you're not him. So that doesn't make sense to me. Obi saying I learned everything from this guy, 19th century Victor Timely. That doesn't make sense. Miss Minutes would have known, but they still could be working this whole, or still could be, doing the plan. That could be part of the plan, right? And I don't think Miss Minutes cares for Ravana at all. I think Miss Minutes is going to say whatever she can to get He Who Remains back. I don't think she really wants to run the TVA without him. Because, and even at the end when she says you're not him, right, that just goes to show that she loves He Who Remains, right? She's in love with him. She wants a body so she can be with him. She wants to bring him back. I don't care what she said about being done with him. She could be done with Victor Timely, but not done with He Who Remains. She wants to bring him back. She wants to bring him back. And I think if Obi is bad, she probably does know that. Yeah. So I mean, that's a good point too, Miss Anderson. Yeah, no, official SBX. Yeah, she doesn't care about Ravana at all. Why would she care about Ravana when she loves He Who Remains, and He Who Remains clearly had something with Ravana? Miss Menace wants Ravana out of the way. So I think that was part of the plan. And OB could very well know, everything about Miss Minutes and everything about He Who Remains, and Miss Minutes could know about OB, right? But it's always possible to delete memories, clearly, and if you're an AI, you can delete memories of an AI, clearly, right? So, yeah. Oh, Riley FG, 100% could see a different variant, 100%. Yeah, and I'm really hoping we do see more variants. I do think He Who Remains is going to return somehow. I think that's what this is about. I think at the end of Loki season 1, when he said "see you soon," I think that might have been literal. Maybe he wasn't just saying, hey, my variants will see you soon. Maybe he's going to see him soon. If you want to hear my full theory about this, I did a video a couple weeks ago. Man, I did multiple videos about how I think He Who Remains is going to return, how I think OB is bad, how I think this is part of a plan. And yeah, I really do. As sad as it is, I really do think OB might be bad. But I do think Loki and them are going to go back in time using He Who Remains' temp pad. I do. I'm about to put that video out right now. I've already recorded the video. Yeah. So I'm about to put it out. About to put it out right now. Let me do this. Get rid of this. So, yeah, I appreciate everybody joining. Appreciate everybody joining. Do you agree? Is this true due to Marvel entirely? Do you think that Spider-Verse? I don't. Kind of stopped. Oh, Alina, I forgot you weren't even watching it. Oh, well. Yeah, now you know. Now you're prepared. Ha ha ha. Ethan Buffkin, wasn't that crazy? Miss Minutes looked hella freaking scary there, right? She loved to see all those people die. That shows you how evil she is. That shows you how evil Miss Minute is. She was like loving it too. It wasn't even just like a little. She was like loving. Those people got smushed to death, like with each other too. Not even like the box just smushed one person. You had to deal with literally everybody else being smushed into you. Like, phew. Yeah. So somehow I believe Loki's gonna go back in time. I think him and Sylvie are gonna use the temp pad. I think maybe all of them go through a door, you know, and they just get out of there and they're just like, see ya, see ya, see ya, you know. That's what I think. I'm about to release my whole theory about that video right now. I'm gonna end this stream because I'm sick. So sorry to end it pretty early. I know we got a lot. Sorry. I know we got a lot of people in here right now, but I really am sick. So I'm gonna cut it early. But check out my video. I'll release it pretty much right when I get off here in a few minutes. And let me know what you think on that video. Comment on it. Give me your theories. But yeah, I love this show so far. And this by far to me was my favorite episode. So no, I've not played Spider-Man 2 yet, for those asking. So thanks, Leon. Appreciate that. Thanks, Mr. Anderson. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for everybody being here. Awesome. Glad everyone's loving it. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the super chats, the regular chats, or if you're just watching, appreciate that as well, of course, just for being here and hanging out. Next week, it's going to be a ride. So we'll start at the same time next week. So it's about 5:30 Pacific time is when we start. About 30 minutes before each episode drops is when we normally stop. So we'll be back a week from now. Yeah. So be sure to come back next week. It's going to be crazy. Can't wait to see what happens in the next 2 episodes. And I'll go release my breakdown of the ending right now and what I think is going to happen. So thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. We'll catch you next